Where's Charlie?
Thank you.
Charlie is actually part of the Sister City Exchange.
That's right.
Right.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kelly Douglas. I'm an alternative education teacher at Carmel High School. And first, I'd like to thank the Clay Township trustees and all the groups here requesting money, one, for supporting them, and for the great work that you do, because students that I serve are often recipients of your services. On another note, I'm here to represent the Carmel High School Japan Exchange Program. Through your very generous support of our program, we have been able to serve 30 kids, approximately 30 kids from Carmel High School and 30 kids from Seikyo Gakuen School in Kawachi, Nagano, Japan, our sister city, in a cultural exchange. In fact, this year, we have a record number of students traveling to Japan, with that number being 36. The money that you guys provide for us is used in two ways. One, we hold a square dance for the community and for our Japanese students and chaperones when they come to visit us. And we invite the whole community is invited, members from the school, and of course the trustees. And we hope that you will join us this year in March when we hold our square dance. The remainder of the funds that we receive go completely to scholarships for traveling students. And this year we had more need than we've ever had. And in particular, one of our students absolutely could not have traveled without your support because of income level and family responsibilities that she had. So on behalf of her in particular, thank you very much for that, for your donations. We are asking this year for $5,000 once again for the square dance, and then completely for scholarships for our students. Alumni from our program go on to do great things. In fact, another distinguished graduate, or distinguished Carmel High School alum, comes from our program, and he won that honor for diverting clean, fresh water to a village in Africa. We have an engineer with Google Japan working in Tokyo, and a Carmel High School teacher. So the services of our alumni come back to our community and reach throughout the world. We hope that you will continue to partner with us to keep this relationship, which also founded our sister city relationship, strong. And thank you very much for all the support that you've given us.
Who's the teacher?
Katie Gray. Katie,
I
not Gray any longer, but yeah, she's an alumnus from our program.
We graduated together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Carmel Dads Club.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Move this up for me. First of all, I want to congratulate Jim Martin for the great award tonight. That's really an honor. We're really glad to see that, Jim. I'm Paul Hensel. I'm the chairman of the Carmel Dads Club. On behalf of the 12,000 participants and the 6,000 families of Carmel, we want to thank the township for your continuous support. This spring, we were excited to say we had over 5,000 participants in our program. Last year, we asked for, you granted us $30,000 that we used to buy 200 pairs of shoulder pads and 200 Rydell football helmets. With this purchase, it will have new pads that will impact for the next 10 years. With the, as you know, concussion is a big word in sports nowadays. Over the last couple of years, guidelines have changed football equipment. In order to keep up to date on our inventory and safe technology, we purchased this new equipment. The helmets are will be Rydell youth speed helmets. They're considered one of the safest in the program and tremendous in new technology. With the new pads and everything, it cost us over $30,000 to do that this year. This year, our request is another $30,000, but it's in different areas. You know, as everybody heard from Grand Park, a young man wouldn't have lived without the AED. Is an accident. We have several of those, and we need to replace the batteries at about $300 and the pads, and we need to probably purchase 3 more new AEDs to keep at our facilities, just to prevention stuff. Also, with the new soccer rules coming out, we got to change all of our goals. Those goals cost anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500. We have 27 sets of those. And also this past spring, our sign out front got wiped out with the storm, so we got to replace it. We're looking at replace it with a more modern technology sign that we can maybe advertise and stuff on it. By your support from the last couple of years, what we've been able to do is use your funds so we would be able to offset our CAP program. Our CAP program is our Kids All Play program. And for that, it's for any kid that's on free or reduced lunches in Carmel Clay School. He participates in the Carmel Dads Club at no charge. So we'd like to thank you for your opportunity and appreciate all your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Fantastic organization. Hamilton County Economic Development. Hamilton County Leadership Academy. Good to see you.
Of course, I would follow Paul. Good evening, I'm Jill Doyle. I'm the Executive Director of the Hamilton County Leadership Academy. I would like to just thank you for allowing us this opportunity tonight and for your ongoing support of the Leadership Academy. We really appreciate it. Many of you know Mary is an alumnus of HCLA. I'd also like to point out that I have several board members with me here tonight and several HCLA grads. So if we could do a show of hands.
Oh, wow.
As you can see, many of the nonprofit leaders in our community are graduates of HCLA. And I think it allows them to do their work better as well as serve everyone in their communities better. And several of the people that already spoke are also HCLA alums. First, I just wanted to update you. We just graduated our 25th class. We have now 643 graduates of the Hamilton County Leadership Academy, and 32% of those graduates come from Clay Township. They either lived or worked in Clay Township when they went through the program. The class members have also done 110 community projects across Hamilton County in the last 25 years. I also wanted to just give you an update on how we used our funds that you gave us for 2016. We asked for money to help us with our 25th anniversary celebrations that took place over the course of this last year. And we used those funds to help promote those programs. We did an alumni class day series where we took alumni through a mini version of HCLA again to revisit what they learned when they were in the program. We had 36 people participate in that 5-part series in the fall. We also had over 40 articles published in the 4 different current publications in Hamilton County over the last year. They were called Meet Your Leaders, and they were specific to each community of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westfield, focusing on 12 different leaders in each of those communities over the last year. And then lastly, we did a big 25th anniversary celebration earlier this month on June 9th at the Ritz-Charles. We had about 250 people present, and we heard from our local and county leaders on some of their leadership stories and experiences, as well as just celebrated HCLA in our 25 years. For all of those events, we secured over $20,000 in sponsorship from local municipalities and other organizations, which really allowed us to hopefully at the end of this fiscal year put a lot of money in our reserves, allow us to offer some more scholarships, and to save for some much needed technology improvements in the future. What we are asking for in 2017 is $2,500 to support our leadership discussions that take place over the lunch hour during our class days. We have had an increased request from our class members to really talk more about leadership topics during our curriculum. And we have found that the lunch hour is the best way to get that done so that it doesn't impose in our current curriculum and gives them the opportunity to talk with different class members throughout the year. So we will talk about things like authenticity, advocacy, collaboration, conflict resolution, board development, it will be facilitated by our curriculum dean over the lunch hour. So these funds would be used to help reduce the cost to bring lunch into our class members so that we don't have to go out and spend time outside of the classroom, and they can have discussion over the lunch hour about these very important leadership topics and how that helps them as they serve the community. Thank you again.
Jill.
And
Can we see the show of hands again?
it's
1,
impressive.
2, 3, 4, 5,
And
6,
some of them
7,
left.
8, 9. Let the record show 9 present.
Beth,
Wow, great
Beth
job.
and
Copy.
I did.
Toby.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I answer any other questions?
No, thank you, Jill.
Thanks,
Thank
Jill.
you.
Carmel United Methodist.
Good evening.
Hello.
I'd like to thank you first of all for your past support and for your support this evening. I'm the local missions minister at the Carmel United Methodist Church. I'm Mike Podgorski. And like Jim, I served a long time in the fire service. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about hunger tonight. It doesn't look like I know anything about hunger, but personally I don't know anything about hunger, and I'm blessed, and I'm glad to say that. But the Carmel United Methodist Church, we bill ourselves as the heart of Carmel. And that's not because we're physically in the middle of Carmel. We are. We like to think it's for other reasons. We have 9 working local missions that are very active. And the one I really wanted to speak on tonight is our food pantry. It costs about $150,000 to $200,000 a year to run our food pantry. We have 1,500 visitors per month now. And to put that in perspective, 2 years ago, we only had about 900 visitors per month. Some of that is the population growth, and some of that is just simply the increased need in this economy now. When these people come there for food, they also get linked up with our other missions and other services as well, like the Excel Center in Noblesville and all of our Kids Coats mission within our own church, and that's the beauty of it. Our food pantry, in comparison with other food pantries, we're open about 22 hours each week, and that includes a Saturday. We also provide household goods, laundry detergent, shampoos, so these are things that most other food pantries don't do. So we do that with a smile on our face. We feel like we're blessed to turn around and bless these people in return. And the way that we do that, we do couple with, I think the Gleaners got left, but we couple with Gleaners and Myers and folks like and Doug and you guys here at the Township. It means a great deal to us to have that support. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you say?
Debbie.
Mike, how much were you requesting?
We requested $30,000, which is about 20% of our budget.
Okay.
And Doug, I heard your kryptonite is coconut cream pies.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think I didn't hear that.
Thank you. Carmel Clay Historical Society. Thank you.
Thank you so much for letting me be here tonight. My name is Whitney Dennis, and I'm the director of the Carmel Clay Historical Society. I want to thank you for your continued generosity in the past year and in previous years. So far in 2016, we've been able to reach over 1,800 people with research assistance on local history, visiting the museum and the archive building, participating in our programs and events, seeing our exhibits, and that's a really great number for a local historical society, and we're very proud of that. The bulk of the grant that I'm going to ask for this year, the bulk of the funds are going to go to something that I know that at least these three people, and probably more people that are sitting here, are going to understand for the Carmel Clay Historical Society. We have a very small staff, and that's one of the main challenges that we have to deal with at the local historical society. And because of that, we have a hard time keeping marketing and brand awareness as something that we need to work on. And we have a great opportunity to change that in this coming year. In this past year, in the beginning of the year, we were selected as the subject of the senior marketing class at Butler. And we worked with Dr. Rose Campbell, and 12 of her students dedicated their entire semester to doing a thorough study of the Carmel Clay Historical Society, its outreach in the community, its brand recognition, and how we can improve that in ways that we can improve our volunteer recruitment and retain our volunteers. And so what we're really asking for in this coming year is for funds to help put this plan, it's a comprehensive plan too. This thing is 243 pages long, so I didn't include it in there, but there's a sample of it in there, to put some of this plan into action, to make us a more effective organization and to bring local history to the public.
Fantastic. Can you email the plan?
Absolutely.
And the amount you want, Whitney?
16,200.
$16,200.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Thank you.
Thank you, Whitney.
Thank you.
Carmel Clay Library Foundation. Liz.
Good evening.
Hello.
I'm Liz Hamilton, the Foundation Director for the Carmel Clay Public Library. Thank you so much for your past support. I'd like to tell you just a little bit about what we're doing with the funds this year. As you know, you generously awarded us $20,000. That's what we're requesting again for 2017. And this year we were able to grow our Summer Challenge reading program with your support. We were able to market it better. We were able to send staff out to the schools to talk about the program. As you know, with this program, we are really trying to eliminate any illiteracy here in Clay Township. Everyone thinks that everyone here is super intelligent, and I know everyone in this room is. But as you know, we do have a number of Title I schools and children who need this program to stay on track over the summer. And that's really who we're trying to reach and trying to address. And right now we are tracking and we're hoping to see about a 12% growth in our program and bringing those families and those children into the library. I don't know if you remember, but because of your funding last year, we were really able to sort of redefine our program and change it so it's a little bit more than just reading. It's bringing the whole family in and getting them engaged in all different kinds of community programs. We started a scavenger hunt last year that was very, very well received in the community. We partnered this year because of the bicentennial year with all of the other libraries in Hamilton County. And so you can come to our library, pick up the scavenger hunt that is countywide, and go across and find different things with your family. We also let you, if you're traveling on vacation, take your library card, take your picture any place in the world and send it back to the library and get points for that, so then you can come in and get your prize. And as you know, those prizes are a huge part of our program. We like to incentivize, especially the children. I think people my age, I call myself the older generation, we like those too, but the families really like to be able to bring their children in and let them choose those incentives along the way. So the more you read, the more you qualify for. And without your funding, we would not be able to do that. So thank you so much for the support. We look forward to hopefully partnering with you again in 2017.
Thanks, Liz.
Thanks, Liz. Carmel Sister Cities.
Thank you.
I assume Charlie's okay.
Oh, he said that he was working with the Sister Cities, but
Was.
there's, I know.
I'm Jerry Myers, and I represent the Carmel Kawachi Nagano, Japan Sister City Committee. And we're here to make a request to improve some of the things that we have at the Japanese garden. I feel a little awkward in making these requests because this doesn't necessarily meet physical or emotional needs like so many of the organizations have been here. But as I reflected in hearing these, I think the serenity and the beauty that we offer at the Japanese garden offers some therapy to the soul. So I think I'll go ahead with the grant request. We're wanting to improve the place. It's been developed over several years. Kawachi Nagano has supplied us with an entrance gate and a pavilion and things like that. And I think there's been a lot of visitors that have enjoyed being there. We're anticipating that we're going to need to have some improvements and some remodeling of particularly the east end of the garden. As the development proceeds in the future, in the near future, I'm uncertain as to just when. of the corner at Rangeline Road and Carmel Drive, it's going to impact us as our properties somewhat overlap on a property line. And the right-of-way that they're going to use to put in a road is going to impact some of the features we have. So we may need to move several of the features we have and add an entrance gate on the east end, as we anticipate there will be a lot of foot traffic and increase in the number of visitors there. We'd also like to use some of the grant money that we're asking for to have a community picnic to make the area available to more people and to acquaint them with the facilities that we have there. Our last year's grant that you provided, we used to buy an aerator, which serves the purpose of introducing oxygen into the pond. And by doing that, we have eliminated a great deal of the string algae that we've been bothered with in the past. The water clarity is much better, and it offers you the opportunity to see the fish as they slowly swim by. And it's really going to be a much better place. The aerator was provided by your grant. The installation was done through the efforts of the city crew and the local business Goldfish Gardens. And they donated the labor as well as the time to do that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess 3 minutes went by. Thank you very much. We're going to ask for $4,000 this year.
I just wanted to remind Barbara to let us know when things begin to change over there, because she and I had talked about many ways that configuration of that area might be enhanced and not be blocked by what is going to be built over there, so that the absolute area will be different, but it will be easy to access and have a fence or something that will make sure that you don't have traffic, cars and...
Well, I just was over there looking, and there's some imposing stakes in pretty close proximity.
Those could be setbacks, though, up to 25 feet.
I'm not sure exactly what they're representing.
Well, let us know is what I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you
All right,
very much.
thank you.
Carmel Community Players.
Hi.
Hello.
Let us entertain
Thank you.
you.
A little easier to get up here this time. Hi,
That's
I'm
right.
Tim Paramore with President of Carmel Community Players. This is Dee Timmy, our program coordinator for the project that we shared funding with over the last couple of years. As you know, Carmel Community Players is an all-volunteer organization with the mission to provide live, exceptional entertainment up close in our Clay Terrace Playhouse. Through your funding and support in the past, we've been able to serve underserved individuals in the community with our preview night, which happens Thursday nights before our performances. This last year, we've served about 540 individuals, which is already over our goal with one performance left in this season. So we're excited by that growth. It's a little bit different program. I think it's a novel approach. Our primarily senior residents have expressed extreme gratitude to being able to enjoy our shows in that. In past, you've provided $5,000. That's what we're asking for again this year. Provided you a copy of our schedule for next season out there. We also have extra copies, so many of the groups here serve underprivileged individuals also. We invite them to contact us and get included in this program.
Thank you.
Thank you,
much.
Tim. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for the support.
Booth Tarkington? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Excuse me. I'm Kat Dixon. I'm Managing Director at Booth Tarkington Civic Theater, where we just finished our 101st continuous season of providing theater access to Central Indiana. First of all, I want to say thank you for your past support and continuing support to help us provide theater access to the underserved community in Clay Township. We do this in several ways, excuse me. And we serve approximately 500 Clay Township community members who may not otherwise have a chance to experience the Center for the Performing Arts, where our home is, which is a jewel in the community. So far this year, we have served 256 Clay Township community members. We invited the entire kindergarten from Orchard Park Elementary to come see our student performance of The Cat in the Hat in February. We also have served 89 seniors at the Tarkington during our Sneak View program, which opens the final dress rehearsal of each of our main stage shows to the underserved community with a focus on seniors. This is because of some research. We've found that dementia patients are especially benefited by musical theater from Big Broadway, as it rekindles some of the memories they had from their younger years and helps them make connections about where they were and who they were with and how that made them feel at the time. So it's not just the experience of being entertained, it's actually therapeutic. And because of that, we actually have expanded that program to go into senior homes for those who can no longer travel. So we've been providing cabaret-style performances in senior homes with education about the era, the current events that were going on at the time around classic pieces from shows such as Oklahoma, Wizard of Oz, The Music Man, Fiddler on the Roof, and other big Broadway era productions. We do this through our partners. Our senior services happen through our partners in Clay Township, including St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, Carmel Senior Living, Manor Care at Center of Trace, and the Barrington, and we have a relationship with the Stratford West Clay as well. And our goal is to serve, so that's 256 so far in 2016 because of your support, and we're looking forward to finishing the year with over 500 served through our programs. We're going to actually reach out to some preschools and do Backstage Pass and give them an opportunity to see the science, technology, engineering, and math that go into producing a show, as well as attending a children's show at our facility. So on behalf of Booth Tarkington Civic Theater, I respectfully request the continued support at a slightly increased level of $3,500, which will help us increase our service to the Clay Township community. In the upcoming year, we hope to expand our service to Orchard Park Elementary students by inviting them to take part in our inclusive opportunities, including sensory-friendly performances and classroom visits with adaptive theater lessons. We'd also like to increase our on-site visits to nursing homes. There's some expenses there, including transportation and coordination. But thank you for considering this request, and we look forward to continuing our partnership.
Thank you,
very
Kat.
much.
I think Salvation Army.
Good evening. I am Dina Simpson. I'm the Case Management Services Coordinator for the Indiana Division of Salvation Army, and Rebecca Cola, who's our social worker with the Hamilton County Division. This is our first request, and so we're very grateful to be up here tonight. Thank you so much. We are looking at our footprint for Hamilton County has been a quiet one the past 13, 14 years. We've mainly been involved in offering rent and utility assistance for Hamilton County residents. We are expanding our services, and with our initiative of what we call our Pathway to Hope. And Rebecca will explain a little bit more of that.
Yeah, what I do is I do the case management, which basically is the cognitive behavior therapy, the strength-based training, and interventions for the clients that come to us. And the clients that come to us are mostly referred to by